Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Sunny Pancholi, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge sharing community. We have one such industry titan on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Dr. Prashant Khankhoje. He is a luminary in the realm of energy and professional coaching, embodying a comprehensive skill set amassed over a distinguished career spanning nearly 3.5 decades. With a backdrop rooted in a robust academic foundation, holding degrees such as B.E., Ph.D., D.B.M, D.S.M, and D.F.M, he has seamlessly blended technical prowess with an unyielding commitment to fostering positive transformations in individuals' lives. His mission, articulated with precision, revolves around harnessing universal energies and guiding others towards happiness, success, and emotional well-being through coaching. As the managing director of A2Z Energies, he wears multiple hats ranging from a strategic business coach and transformation coach to a success mentor and corporate trainer. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, Dr. Prashant.
Hi.
So could you provide an overview of your professional journey and the key milestones that have shaped your career over the past 36 years?
Thank you, Mr. Sunny, for this opportunity for reviewing my own professional career. It gives me a memory lane down to recapture what had happened almost 36 years ago. So in 1987, I passed out engineering graduate in instrumentation and control with distinction and university rank. And that time, thanks to the corporate campus interview, I got selected even before the exams have started. So immediately after exam, I joined the company as it was in instrumentation control, so maintenance and development and all those things. So while working in the industry for some years, I thought that I should get some knowledge about management, because when I'm talking to many leaders, they were talking in some management jargons which fresh engineers could not understand at that point of time. So I thought to enroll for business management degree. So I enrolled for post-graduation in business management to understand the management jargons and to understand the business process in all entire together. So that helped me to understand the businesses. And then once I rose up the ladder, even when I go to say business unit head, I found that I should have a knowledge about sales, marketing, and finance also, because everything is come down to profit and the performance. So I also enrolled for diplomas in sales, marketing, and finance management, which actually helped me to justify or give justice to my position as CEO and managing director in some of the companies and head of the business unit. So initially, when I took training in Germany for wind energy, because after some period of time, the new thing has started in India for getting the wind energy, renewable energy being discussed in India. So I got an opportunity to get trained in Germany for a year or so in way back in 1995. And then talking to Germans and talking about wind energy, bringing back to India. Then we developed the projects in almost every state in the country. Say it, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, Karnataka, Maharashtra, everywhere. So then after some time, the business development has come to in my platter that I should start working for business development. So including strategic business development to the entire business head unit. So it gives me the entire spectrum of business development. So after that, I started story moving towards say administration. So then emotional intelligence, somewhere it took me in my journey. So then I took some courses in emotional intelligence, empathy and emotional intelligence at workplace. I did a course from Berkeley University, California. I got training from Mindspace University, USA also. So slowly, because once you have started talking to people, your technical knowledge is no more that important. Once you grow up after 25 years or 30 years of experience, you need to manage the people. So understanding emotional intelligence had taken me to a new spectrum, which I started working with the people very nicely to manage a huge team up to say 400, 500 people. So then accordingly, I moved from say technical to management to now a coach. And on the way, I think the things are coming to me naturally. I thank to all the forces or the universe working for me. I got an opportunity to get trained for a certified business coaching. So I got a coaching certification from an institute called ICF with the cylinder process because last 3-4 years I'm working in that. So I got the opportunity to help the people as a business coach and a life coach. So after last 4-5 years, I'm working totally into this business coaching, helping the businessman, and on my own started my own enterprise because last 10 years I was into training, and for academic I have started some websites and other things to help the giving back to society the students. I got an opportunity to train some MBA students in various colleges. So that slowly make me a coach or a teacher and an advisor and consultant. So I changed my hat from technical background to a business coach background. And now, last 6 months or so, I got in touch with the Director Institute, where I got an opportunity to be an independent director because the new thing which I'm working into renewable energy, it came with the environmental and climate change initiative. So luckily, I got these course available to me, and then I joined this Director Institute course. And thanks to you and thanks to the entire team of Director Institute that I got this certification from IICA. So accordingly, now I'm working in 3 areas. It is energy, emotions, and environment. So E-Cube, that's what I called as my working, and I made some mission statement for my journey to going forward, like harnessing energy from the universe and put it into smart use, that is energy conservation, and then helping businesses and people to transform to their new avatar. That's a business coaching, and then helping the business houses to go green and to help combat against the climate change. So that is environment. So energy, emotions, and environment. That's my mission going forward. As a you can say the second inning or the new inning or the new avatar.
Dr. Prashant, thank you for the excellent start to this interview, and I must say your career journey is truly inspiring.
Thank you.
So continuing our conversation, our viewers are curious to know how your academic background, including your degrees in BE, Ph.D, D.B.M, D.S.M, and D.F.M, have contributed to your success in the corporate world.
Yeah, as I told earlier, initially with the BE degree, I found after 3-4 years of time spending in corporate level, I thought business management knowledge is required, sales and marketing knowledge is required, finance knowledge is required. Because I was talking to many industries, many forums, many regulators, many government agencies, because I happen to also work closely with the regulators for framing policies, whether it is, I attended some program like SARC Energy Summit, cross-border trade, attended some smart city program in London, attended some energy conference in US. So I thought to have my own thoughts about the renewable energy and energy sector for that matter in India and how it can be helpful, because after introduction of Energy Act 2003, it has opened up everything as a competition for private people also. And there is one concept called open access where anybody can buy energy from anyone and anybody can sell energy to anyone. So that has helped me to go into deeper into the study, which helped me to prepare a thesis for my research in a PhD in renewable energy for that matter. So slowly, it is all connected to each other. And that is how I came into energy as a strategic energy expert or strategic energy advisor. And then I can give the entire 360-degree view of anybody who want to go into energy conservation or energy use or ESG for that matter.
That sounds incredible. So building on to that, our viewers would like to know, what is your success mantra and what advice would you like to give to our future corporate leaders?
See, one of the toughest job the business leader executive today have is to manage the business changes what is happening. especially after Corona, the entire scenario has changed. The regulations are changing so quick. The technology is changing so quick. And it is very difficult really for business executives or the business leaders to cope up with the changes and to actually manage the work-life balance. That is putting them too much of stress on everyone. So what are the some of the business coaches which I am coaching for their own this thing is on personal requirement, that they are struggling with, say, procrastination, they are struggling with not able to decide. Few of the interesting cases are like they said, I am not able to do the ice breaking with my colleagues or say clients or say friends for that matter. So this has put a different spectrum altogether for the business leaders. And normally in corporate, we work on 5 P's. We can name it as people, process, product, profitability, and performance. And what we use 3 R's. What we use, review all the time, role of everyone, and reporting. So these 3 R's we are using. So after going for emotional intelligence course and after starting my career as a business coach, I have put new 3 R's for people to understand as a business leaders. The realign, that you need to realign with the requirement or reset yourself and take rest and then restart or revamp. So this is a mantra which I'm telling most of the business leaders. And in short, in one sentence, suppose I want to tell the success mantra for the top level executives or mid-level management or even the business owner is to being positive may not guarantee the success, but the negative attitude definitely bring the failure. So we need to have a positive attitude all the time. The things will come to your side, whatever requirement is. And the universe is working for your own self. You have to believe in yourself. That's the mantra I would like to share with everyone.
Amazing, amazing. So now that we have discussed your career journey, your professional pursuits, roles and responsibilities, let's dive into the subject of corporate governance and ESG. So here is my question to you, and a very obvious one. What piqued your interest in ESG and corporate governance?
See, India and the whole world today having facing challenges for sustaining its rapid economic growth. The growth is amazing, but then it has to also fight with the climate change. And everywhere in India, for that matter, we are facing environmental challenges like pollution control, the quality of air, the scarcity of water, the depletion of natural resources. So luckily, the government and everywhere, all the authorities have started initiatives like Sustainable Development Goals or G20 for that matter. I'm lucky to participate in some of the G20 conferences where we interchange, and energy was the first thing which was discussed going forward, because we are not only having this world or society today which we can use it the way we want. We have to preserve it for our next generation. So that is the main initiative or main thing what we have in our mind. So everyone is working on that. So ESG, luckily the corporates have started working on ESG. They want themselves to be environmentally friendly. They want to be socially responsible. They want to have a corporate governance, which year on year will help them that their product is not harming any nature. They are not polluting any climate. They are using the people, they are taking care of people so that they can sustain, because sustainability is the main measure which is to be done for ESG. And for that, all the things are happening in corporate level. Many large corporates have started a drive for ESG initiative, and they are working on that. And luckily in Company Act, specifically, if I remember 134M, the directors has to give the declaration that the company is going for energy conservation. And this is my near and dear subject, because I'm working in energy from so many years. So wherever there is a requirement of energy, because as you said, or as normally it is said that 1 unit of energy generated, we are releasing 1 kg of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Actually, it is 780 or 800 gram, but normally for calculation, we take it as 1 kg of carbon dioxide. So any energy you are using, 1 unit you are using from fossil fuel, you are damaging the nature. You are releasing 1 kg of carbon dioxide. So renewable energy participation, renewable energy penetration is most important. So I'm helping the industries to go for energy conservation, because energy saved is like energy generated, or shift part of their requirement from to renewable energy. So that is how the ESG initiative has started, and the corporate governance is started from, it actually starts from the top, and unless and until the top person is moved by or wanted to work in this direction to save the nature and to take care of the next generation, I think the industry is working on ESG very fantastically.
So, Dr. Prashant, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
It's a nice question, because as I told you, I'm working in energy sector from last 30-35 years. And the term sustainability is broadly used to indicate the programs or initiatives or the action aimed to preserve the resources. And what are the mainly it's work on four pillars, like human, social, economic, and environment. And actually ESG is working on those lines. Basically, to have whatever the action any corporate or any business house is doing, whether it is environment friendly, whether it is have a positive social impact, so that to have the corporate governance working in that direction. So it's a process. It's an initiative the industry has to take in. And there are certain measures which they can do. Like they need somebody to audit their actions, whether they are going in particular direction, whether whatever energy they can save, are they actually doing it, or it is only deemed saving. Whatever the measures they are taking, are actually it is being conserved or not. Whatever they are doing, are they using the plastic the way they want, or they are on the way of reducing the plastic use in the industry. So all those measures in sustainability and water requirements and recycling everything, that is the awareness has started in industry, which is making them more environmental friendly, more social friendly, and the corporate governance is playing important role in that. So to summarize, I can say the keywords for ESG or sustainability is reduce, reuse, rebuild, repair, and recycle. So whatever you are using, whether it can be recycled or not, whether it is repaired or not, whether it is reused or not, or it can be refilled or not. So I think some of the industry which I am giving them ESG awareness program. So I'm telling them on a simple example, like the way we are using water bottles, for example. It's a small thing which has happened actually with me. One of the industries, I'm taking some corporate training for their team building. I saw a lot of distillery bottles are being thrown away everywhere, and every person is drinking water every now and then, and they are throwing the empty bottles there itself. So I just suggested, I stopped my training in between. I said to you, why don't you bring a water dispenser with a distillery jar, and then give one bottle, whatever they are having, to everyone, and let them fill it up. So refilling is the first thing, so that you are not throwing the bottle, because every person at least for 2 hours he is sitting, and if he's throwing away 4 bottles, and there are 50 people, so we are throwing away 200 bottles only for one corporate training, which I'm doing it for energy conservation, for ESG, for team building, and I'm seeing it's happening in my training class. So I cannot sustain that. So I told them that have a water dispenser, you recycle, use that same bottle. One person can carry his own bottle and he can refill it. So that has made that finally the CMD came into that training for finally validation, and he said, this is the one thing I like, and I thank you a lot for this, because I don't know, this is the correct message my team has got, that the way they are using everything, whether it's a stationery, whether it is water, whether it is a lighting in the offices. So I think you have given a correct message, and I thank you for that. So I think we can start from our own self. Thank you.
Rightly said, Dr. Prashant. Okay, so let's move on from the subject of ESG and corporate governance, and let's discuss the technology and its impact on your professional landscape. So here is my question to you. What are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? That is part A. And part B is, what changes do you expect to see with the advent of technology like IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, Web 3.0, etc.?
See, we were earlier working in physical mode. The people used to talk to each other and then say, let us meet, understand each other, and then handshake, and then only the contract was signed or the orders were given. Thanks to Corona, we all started learning about digital mode. And we saw that the things can be worked out in technology, not meeting each other, just like this we are discussing on digital platform. So now after the Corona has ended, most of the corporates and they are working on now dual mode. It's called physical plus digital. So wherever possible, you can meet physically, or wherever possible, don't travel, because actually it is a carbon footprint. If I am traveling one day for a meeting to Delhi, coming back to Mumbai, I am spending a lot of carbon footprint. I'm generating a lot of carbon footprints, and a lot of fuel is being wasted. So if I can do it online, it's like a live meeting. And all those technologies are helping the corporates. Even for the measurement, for example, earlier, 25 years ago, when I used to tell them that you have to take the energy conservation or energy consumption reading, people were having a person sitting there in front of the meter and going there and taking reading every month or every 15 days, 15 months or half an hour. So with the introduction of IoT, all the exponential technologies, the smart metering, IoT, big data, you can get it online on your mobile. You can get what is happening in my factory. I can get every minute consumption of my energy in the factory. I can get the entire production, what is happening in my factory. I can see the man movement in my factory. I can talk to my machines in the factory. Person is okay. I can talk to them anyway, but I can talk to even machines because of this AI, ML, and big data. So that has given a comfort to everyone, and the productivity is increasing. So industry has to embrace these exponential technologies like AI and big data to make them relax mode, sitting at home or sitting wherever they want. They can monitor the things remotely, and that has helped everyone to excel in performance. The productivity has gone up, and even it has helped in decision making. It has helped me in tracking. It has helped me in traceability also. So all those things which are actually being monitored physically earlier, with the use of this technology, I can do it remotely without disturbing anybody working there. So I can track them, I can trace them, I can give the management decision can be done as per the analysis done by the tools. So it's, I think, a blessing in disguise. So the technology is the boon for everyone.
Rightly said, Dr. Prashant. And thank you for sharing such amazing insights into different subjects. So this brings us to the last question of the session. We are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So what are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole team of World Development Corporation?
Thank you. At the outset, I think I must thank and appreciate Mr. Zishan Pathan and Heval Patel and the entire team of Director Institute and Whole World Development Corporation for starting this excellent initiative. Because on one side you have demand, and on the other side you are creating or want to help that demand to get fulfilled. So I think this is an excellent initiative, and I must appreciate and thank, because that is how we connected with each other, and there was a requirement and there is a resources available. So it's a perfect combination of who want to go there and who is requiring that. So I think it's amazing. So it will definitely help both the consumers, the corporates, and the industry expert to shake hand with each other and to understand each other's requirement and then fulfill it, because that is the future. Thank you.
Great. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you, Dr. Prashant, for joining us today. Wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.
Thank you. It was a pleasure talking to you and sharing my knowledge. It has given me some pleasure to remember so many things which I did earlier. It was an opportunity for remembering those things. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye.